This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
What you having for breakfast? Getting a lot of texts about egg whites, eggs on toast, boiled eggs. Man, they've been the OG for breakfast for so long, and why not? When you look at egg whites, like that's a truly healthy option. I wish I was eating eggs right now.
Yeah, except when you really think about what you're eating, don't you get grossed out every once in a while?
I mean, I never have, but
Right.
I've watched you like just stop eating eggs like mid-bite.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's what this is. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. I watched a video recently about how women shouldn't put coffee in their body first thing in the morning unless they've eaten something first because it can affect their hormones.
Oh, that makes sense.
Doesn't it?
I mean, we're doing it right now, but fasting, so I don't eat breakfast anymore during the week.
But the problem is we get home from work around the lunch hour and we just mow down and then nap. I'm like, why can't I lose weight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why, because I'm laying down after I eat.
I miss eating breakfast. So all these texts are like, I thought this was going to be like fun to talk about, but it's actually just making me angry that I committed to this stupid fasting thing.
Yeah, it's not working. So I actually think we need to just copy what all of our listeners are doing and start eating egg whites in the morning. And then maybe by lunchtime, we'll have like a smaller meal and be able to burn that off before the afternoon. I don't know.
Last time I listened to you.
That was not my idea.
Yeah, absolutely. It was your idea.
I feel like we had a listener call in and say that they fasted, and we were like, we're going to try that. Who was that? Somebody did, but I'm over it. I'm so hungry right now. And our coffee here at work is so bad. No offense.
Ryan's text is pretty funny. What are you having for breakfast? He just said cigarettes.
See, that's the thing. We have listeners like Ryan who wake up in the morning. He has a big black coffee and a cigarette. And then we have listeners like Captain Crunch. Quick oats with a half a cup of blueberries, 1 banana, and a multivitamin.
And a cigarette.
No.
On Play 107.
There's a guy that broke down why we should have 4-day work weeks and more so 3-day weekends, and it's gone viral.
I'm already on board. What does he say?
Yeah, so this is how he worded it. We really deserve 3-day weekends. You need 1 day to do nothing to recharge after the work week. You need the second day for chores.
Yeah.
You got stuff that's got to get done. We all do. And you need a third day for fun and joy. Spend it in a way that makes you happy.
Meal prepping.
242,000 likes on that tweet, which means a lot of people agree. And listen, I think if you could do 4 10-hour days instead and be as productive, that employers should look at it. Less commuting time, I think, is good for the environment.
Yeah, very eye-opening year.
Right?
When you realize that a lot of people can work from home, maybe you could use a smaller workspace.
I'm looking in the comments and like everybody agrees with him, obviously.
That's great.
Because business owners are too busy running their business to actually respond to this tweet. But like, it's true. Some of the people are like, yeah, I think I'd be much more productive if I worked 4 6-hour days a week.
Yes.
Well, that's a 24-hour work week. And you expect to get paid the same?
Okay, but I have a lot of people in my life that work from home, and they're like, to be honest, when it comes down to actually getting work done, there's maybe 4 hours of it. The rest of the time when you're at the office, what are you doing? Taking extended bathroom breaks, talking too much near the water cooler.
Maybe
looking out the window. What?
But there are people.
Okay, I am not part of this. I have a completely different work schedule than most people.
I would say the majority of people have a full work day like where they have to grind paperwork.
Ryder.
I guess it depends entirely on the profession.
How about this? How about people come in the morning, they get as much work done as possible. This is outside of people that work retail and stuff where you have to be there until the doors close. Mm-hmm. You get as much work done as possible, and then you can leave before your lunch break, go home, and if you have to come back to do extra work, then do it. Or do that work from home.
If I was a business owner and you could get everything you need done in the morning done, then I would probably give you twice as much work to do. And why would anybody want to work retail where you actually have to be on your feet for 8-hour shifts because that's when the store's open, if they could go get a job where you get to go home at lunch and stay home? I just don't think it's a system that works. As much as I appreciate this guy's idea, if you could still transfer it to a 40-hour work week and get it done elsewhere, pick up that slack. But like, why would any business owner agree to this?
You do know that our boss is probably listening, and from here on out, we're going to have to stay at work till 5 p.m. because of you. He's going to be like, oh, Ryder sounds like he's a go-getter.
Sounds like he wants
Here's
more
some
work.
extra work, buddy.
Yeah, just kidding.
And Lisa.
Tell
me something.
good. For Gabriella Cruz Boudoir and Photography. Be your beautiful self and discover the art of boudoir at GabriellaCruz.ca.
Play 107.
My story today is from my hometown of St. Albert. There is going to be a lemonade stand this Saturday, so tomorrow, between noon and 2 p.m. in the Earl's parking lot. The reason for this lemonade stand, which is going to be perfect weather, by the way, nice sunny Saturday afternoon, is because, I mean, it's a sad start to this story. There's a young boy who got in a terrible dirt bike accident 6 weeks ago. But his big sister, Isla, wanted to start raising money for the Stollery because that's where he's still recovering. $92,000 has already been raised in the past 3 weeks.
Wow.
Their goal is $100,000 by the end of this month. So again, they're going to be waving down people to head over to the lemonade stand in the Earl's parking lot, and they're going to just be handing it to you with the safety of your car. You don't have to actually get out.
Okay.
So COVID protocols are in place. And I just think that's so wonderful. What a great big sister.
$92K is no joke
$92K
either.
for the Stollery.
Yeah, awesome.
Tell me something good.
My story is about how a mom disciplined her son. He was bullying other kids who weren't as well off. They're fairly financially stable,
Oh, no.
I suppose.
Richie rich.
They're rich, yeah. and she found out her son was picking on other kids because of their economical situation, I suppose. So she took away all of his expensive clothes, replaced them with cheap second-handers, and took away his car to teach him a lesson, so he's got to take the bus to school now. And I just think that is a boss-ass move by this mom.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how mad you would be if you, like, worked hard to make yourself financially stable, and then you find out your kid's gloating about it and making fun of other kids? I would lose it. So big ups to this mom for doing the right thing there.
Tell me something good.
Everybody seems to be talking about the Friends reunion, and for good reason. I watched it yesterday and just sobbed uncontrollably throughout the entire hour and a half. It was so well done.
Really? Hey,
Yes.
because you were skeptical going in as well.
No, it was really good.
Like, do you wish that they would have done another episode or something? Like,
No.
a lot of people are saying they kind of missed the opportunity to do something fun.
Lisa Kudrow, who plays Phoebe, made a really good point when asked about it. Like, do you guys want to do a movie? She said no, because then we'd have to unravel these characters that all had such a great ending. The closure was so good.
Yeah, and also you don't really want to mess with something that, like, a lot of people think was as near perfect as you can get when it comes to a sitcom.
Now, I know that it's on HBO Max, but if you have Crave, you should be able to get it there. That's how I watched it.
Also trending this hour, Kelly Clarkson will get Ellen's time slot. She touched on that and the fact that she's been nominated for multiple daytime Emmys by just saying how ecstatic she is.
Ryder doesn't like Kelly Clarkson. Pass it on.
No, I
You don't.
I don't mind Kelly Clarkson. I just think that there's too much of her singing.
I like it.
Like, she's a great singer too, but it's like, okay.
107.
Okay, we need to start by separating father from daddy. That is not what we're talking about when we refer to daddy. If you're not, like, woke AF like we are.
Yeah, you can be a daddy and not have any kids
Right.
that you know of.
So, I mean, I feel like I've been giving off daddy vibes just because of some of the comments I've been getting lately on videos. And I don't know what it is, but it's just recently. Maybe I've been working out a bit. My shoulders have broadened. I have, like, some wise lines coming in on my face.
Couple gray hairs in your beard are
See?
coming in. So I'm just looking at your latest video.
Yeah, this is where I said, like, it's crazy to me.
And the top comment says, Ryder's going to Daddy University.
See? What else? Like, read some of the other
Sure
comments.
thing, Daddy. Saskatoon misses you, Daddy. Daddy energy. Someone just spelt it out with spaces in between each letter in all caps. DADDY. What is going on?
Yeah.
Hashtag serious daddy energy.
I don't know.
What's changed?
I can't.
Because again, it's not because you're an actual dad.
No.
That doesn't make you a daddy.
I think it helps.
It might help, yes, but you could call someone daddy and they don't have kids.
Yeah. Like, I mean, even like being a dog owner probably gives off the vibe of like there's some
Dog dad energy.
portion of authoritative energy there.
No, it's the nurturingness of
Sure.
having a dad. I actually read a stat recently that it makes you 45% more attractive when you own a dog.
See?
Maybe
So
that's what it is.
the actual definition that I came across was it's a pet name for a male that's older than you, has authoritative vibes that you find attractive. So I just like to thank everybody for really daddying up my comments.
I'm just looking at through all your other videos and there's no comments. There aren't. I feel like you... Did you like message people to comment daddy?
Oh. Okay, I'll come clean after. I really wanted to win this argument.
Okay.
So after.
Why are you beet red? What's going on?
I'm just embarrassed telling the truth on this. After you went to bed last night, I posted on my Instagram for people to head over to my TikTok and comment daddy. So those are all just.
Oh, I didn't see that on your story.
I deleted it before you woke up. That was my plan. Anyway, we wanted to talk about daddies a bit.
But also, do you think genuinely that Ryder has daddy vibes? Let's see if there are people out there that do agree and they're not just trolling.
Who would you put at the top of your daddy list?
Oh, Steve Carell.
It's a good answer.
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
He's got daddy. Barack Obama. But see, they're actual dads as well.
Right.
I'm trying to think of somebody that doesn't have children. But then again, we are separating it. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Kids or not. It doesn't matter.
It seems like teens are saying that like Zayn Malik has daddy vibes.
Okay.
And so does like Justin Bieber.
Joel just wrote in saying in all caps, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman definitely.
What was that movie he was in recently and it was a musical? The Last Showman?
Yeah. The Greatest Showman on Earth, I think it was called.
Daddy.
No, you're really pumped up about this new school that's going up in Southwest Edmonton to the point that like you want to go back to high school.
Yeah, call me Drew Barrymore. Get me a boa. I'm going back.
So Dr. Ann Anderson School will be on the southwest, just off James Mowat Trail, and looks like it's going to be pretty awesome based on the picture.
Yeah, it's named after an author and teacher, Dr. Ann Anderson, who worked to preserve the Cree language and promoted Métis heritage in Alberta. So wonderful. This school is gorgeous.
It's the first one,
huge.
first high school built in the district in a long time.
Over a decade.
And it's mainly because of the like demand and I guess overpopulation of Harry Ainley
Ryder.
School. What? Sorry, lip slip.
There are tree-like beams. Indigenous grasses have been planted outside. This school is already going to be opening in September for grades 10 and 11. They're going to start with that, and then they'll introduce, obviously, grade 12 the following year. Is there anything better than being like, I'm going to the new school, the fresh one, with all the new equipment? It has a full running track, a huge basketball court. It's got a dance room, like a ballet room.
Oh, okay.
Spin bikes? It has spin bikes.
Here's my problem: is it just feels like a realtor wrote the article that I read about it. Like,
okay, it's 21st century learning.
Ooh, it's got a culinary arts kitchen,
Modern kitchen, modern furniture.
That's just a home ec room. Ooh, it's got a big basketball court. No, basketball courts are all the same size, so maybe it has two, like most schools.
I bet the home ec room has those really expensive KitchenAid mixers. Whereas back in my day, I had to...
A spoon. The dance studio, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's
amazing.
It's just a room with like a... What do you hold when you're walking?
A beam?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like when you're walking down the stairs, what are the things called that you hold on
railing.
to? A railing. That's all it is. It's a room with a railing
No,
in
it's
it.
so amazing. I'm so excited for these students. And I'm pretty sure it's in the area where your daughter would be going to high school.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Think of all the teachers that are like, can I be transferred? They're all raising their hand.
I wonder how long until the students make it look like trash, though.
No.
It'll be spray painted by October. What's the best meal you can get for under $5?
I need to hear from our listeners because I'm struggling to even find an answer. Can I say a loaf of bread?
Yeah?
What is under $5 that you can get?
Well, what about like Mary Brown's Big Mary on Mondays?
Oh,
That's
Big
under
Mary
$5.
Monday? Yeah, that's $3.99. I always see that sign.
See? You just gotta look for them.
I saw a really funny tweet about Little Caesars Pizza yesterday, and they wrote, I respect Little Caesars because they aren't ever trying to sell you their product. They're just like, it's $6. Who cares? And I'm now thinking about their crazy bread, and guaranteed that's less than $5.
Yeah?
It's so good.
Sells itself.
You know, like those really greasy spoon restaurants, they have like the breakfast deals for like $3.99. You get the eggs and the greasy bacon. Everything's all drippy and lovely. Yeah,
That's it, hey?
Yeah, that's like the winner chicken dinner right
You
there.
can find those in the small towns more often than the city.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to head out to like at least Vacaville to start seeing price drops like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Your answer is tuna, but you obviously aren't talking about fresh tuna.
Does tuna come uncanned?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. Nobody knows this.
The most common text we're getting right now is the Costco hot dog. That's a lot of people loving that deal because I think it's, if I'm not mistaken,
It's like $1.50. Remember the CEO?
with a drink.
The CEO was like, you're never going to increase the price of the hot dog.
Yeah.
If you do, I'm firing all of you. He's
Well-
like, keep it at $1.50 forever.
Any place that makes their money off something else and then has food as a convenience thing, you'll usually find pretty good deals at. Like IKEA, too. Some of the menu items there are really good.
We just got a text from Ashley saying IKEA's 99-cent breakfast.
Oh, so good. It's like, it's the finest horse meatballs
Ryder,
you'll
that's
ever
not
taste.
funny.
Play 107, it's the 90s at 9. Oh, this is fun. Look, both the phones are ringing right now. Both phone lines. So if we just hit this button and link them without them knowing they're talking to each other rather than us, it should be pretty funny. We've done this a few times. Okay, let me just get this set up. Okay, here we go. Shh.
Hi,
Dan,
morning. It's
How's your day
Christina.
going?
How are you?
Good.
I just wanted to ask you if you can play a song for me since I'm heading to Jasper. It is the Mambo Number 5 by Lou Vega.
Okay, we'll play that. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Play 107.
Okay, bye.
Hey,
Bye.
Christina. Oh, we
Oh,
missed
we
her.
lost her. I love that you played along. That was so funny.
Why not?
You're hired.
Thank you for listening to Play 107. I didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking, like, what's happening?
Play 107
We out. Ryder and Lisa.
on Play 107.
We can't afford a helicopter, but we can afford sound effects. Lisa, what's going on?
Hi, it's me with your fake trooper traffic and weather. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Starting with your traffic, Edmonton. Looks like there's some congestion on Grove Road. Ew, gross. Somebody tell Grove Road it has to isolate for 14 days or else.
I don't think you should be giving actual traffic updates on a satirical segment, right?
True.
Maybe we should let people know that Grote Road is moving fine as far as we know.
But not the white mud. Traffic is moving fairly slow. Probably because the speed limit is only 80 kilometers an hour. Even though it's a freeway, that doesn't make any sense.
Makes about as much sense as a soup sandwich.
In weather, it's a great time to plant some seeds and watch them grow. Unlike your partner, who you've been trying to help grow for years, but they're most likely forever stuck in their ways. They are a plastic plant.
Yikes, that was dark.
This fake chopper traffic and weather is brought to you by at-home workouts for being way better to pass gas when squatting than in the gym.
Disgusting. Thank you, Lisa.
I will be crop dusting my way back up to the studio as soon as my chopper lands.
Do you remember the member of parliament that got caught changing after he went for a jog? He thought his camera was off and ended up naked during like a session.
Yes, I do remember that. That wasn't too long ago.
No, about a month ago. He's back at it again. He got caught peeing.
How? Did he bring the camera? How does that work? You bring your laptop to the bathroom, right? You're mid-meeting.
So, yeah. And you think that you have the camera off. But, like, also to have it twice in...
How?
Don't you think, like, there's a chance that he, like, enjoys it? Like, he's into voyeurism or whatever they call it? I don't know if voyeurism is the right word. That might just be traveling.
Listen, as soon as I heard the first story about him changing, I personally went and covered my camera on my laptop, and I'm not even on Zoom calls. So I don't know how you screw up twice. I really don't.
What he needs to do, I think, is add a couple E's to the end of his title.
MP.
Yeah. Jaden Smith is just crushing it with his food truck and restaurant as far as like philanthropy goes, as he's really zoning in on feeding the homeless.
Yeah. Now, earlier I said I had to complain about this family, and the only reason is because they're all so amazing that they make the rest of us look bad. Every single family member is doing incredible things. Willow's music career taken off. Will Smith has his workout YouTube channel, Rumblin'. Jada Pinkett Smith, Red Table Talk on Facebook, successful.
Yeah, I think we need to change the famous saying to keeping up with the Smiths.
Yeah, honestly.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.